For our construction, we used three main technologies. These were Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and Moonfruit. We used Premiere Pro for our music video, Photoshop for our digipack, and Moonfruit for our website. The reason that we used Premiere Pro for our music video was because it was a technology that was different and more representative of industry standards. Although it gave us a professional looking product, most of us had trouble when it came to the editing stage, as it was a difficult software to use. Looking back, I think that if we had used a simpler tool such as Final Cut or iMovie, we may have been able to edit more, however we may not have got as good looking as result. Because of this, I am happy that we used Premiere Pro, but in the end I think that I could have done more to research on it and learn to use it better. Various tools in Premiere Pro, such as the use of timelines for audio and video, made it difficult for me to learn and get a grip on it. When it came to editing the video, I had several problems I ran into, most notably aligning the audio with the video, and the lip syncing as well proved to be troublesome. When it came to constructing the final video, we decided to use Ben's camera. Ben had a Canon EOS 650D. We fitted this with a 50mm lens and a Canon 18.55mm lens as well. This meant that we were able to get a variety of shots for close-ups and long-range distances. We also chose to film in two separate locations. This may have been a last-minute decision, however we were able to justify it via the use of research that we did with music videos that have two locations, such as this one by Queens of the Stone Age. As you can see, the video starts off immediately with there being two different locations as intertwined with the narrative as well. We were then able to edit this second performance in with our first performance. This meant that we were able to use both YouTube effectively to research as well as Premiere Pro to provide a professional looking video via the use of two performances. When it came to constructing the digipack, we predominantly used Photoshop. We had all used Photoshop for the AS coursework, and as such we were all suited and we knew what to expect from it when trying to make certain effects. For instance, when I was trying to create a background and a texture, as seen here on the red, I found it difficult as I didn't know how to do it. As such, I had to use the internet and Photoshop subreddits where people had posted in the community to find out the best way to create textures. This is hence how I use technologies to improve the quality of my product, as it meant that I was able to make it look more professional. We also used the website dafont.com to get specific fonts for our construction. For the digipack, the words Grindhouse and Tonight's Attractions feature fonts taken from Dafont from a preview. By using these, we were able to create a professional looking product without having to worry about the logistics behind purchasing professional fonts. We also used the magic wand tool to remove any white spaces. This meant that our text looked even more professional against a black background. Furthermore, I used the internet and Photoshop subreddit groups once again to find out how to add scratches and more texturing to the back and front of the Photoshop document. When it came to taking pictures for the digipack, we used Ben's Canon EOS 650 again. This meant that we were able to use the same quality of camera and video together, thus meaning our products both looked professional. We wore the same clothing in video to reciprocate the same themes throughout the digipack. By taking pictures of the band, we were able to increase the amount of interaction that the audience had with a band. By doing this, it gives us a more personal touch, and the use of costumes on the front cover also shows that we're not a band to be taken too seriously. This is also reinforced in our music video, and as such makes our products more effective together. While constructing the website, the main technology that we used was moonfruit.com. This was the website hosting platform that we used to upload pictures, information and text about the band. We used this relatively effectively, however we did have some problems. Most notably was the way in which we embedded videos and photos. We found it difficult at first to embed photos and videos as the proportions weren't right, and when we embedded a video it would be too small and wouldn't play properly. We did fix this, however, after googling the problem. The way that we embedded photos as well proved to be quite troublesome. However, Ben managed to find a way for us to embed it using a software called PhotoShack. We were able to embed this widget properly onto the website, meaning that the first thing that an audience member would see when going onto the website is pictures of the band. These pictures relate to our other two products, thus improving brand identity across all of our platforms. Furthermore, we use social media aspects such as Twitter. We use the Twitter feed at the sides to increase access with the audience members. We provided information about gigs, tours, events and even meetups. This meant that we were able to create a more professional looking website. However, we may not have used this in its most effective way possible, as the tweets were fairly limited to only the most recent ones, meaning that people who wanted to go back would have to scroll down a lot more or go to the actual Twitter page. Also, we could have included a second social media feed such as Instagram, Facebook, or Reddit. This would have provided more access platforms for our audience members to interact with the band. We did not do this, however, and as such our website may have faltered on the effectiveness of it with its audience. We used Photoshop and Moonfruit together to produce a heading and the bar on top of the website, which contains icons that are featured throughout our music video and digipack. This was done quite effectively, as it means that our products are then related. However, it does mean that the use of the bowler hat and zombie arm does make it look a little bit childish, which is not quite the target audience we were aiming to achieve.